imitations of world-famous paintings are more real than the real ones, but he is so poor that he can't even afford to buy paints. In order to get out of poverty and get rich, he decided to make fake money. First step, design. Anyone who has made counterfeit bills knows, if the bill is scanned, more will appear, so the bottom of the bill could only be drawn by hand. Jack spent 3 days and nights in front of his desk. Finally, he put the pieces together, the front and back of a 500 rupee bill, and so he drew it out. The second step was printing. This step was not Jack's strong point, but his good brother David was too good at it, because his family owned a printing press. He even knows the paints better than the machine. First he had to photocopy the backing plate, and then you fix it little by little, then you wear it down with a glass ball, and then apply a protective coating, finally baking and cleaning. Then it's time to witness the miracle. Once the printing was complete, they were ready to print in bulk, but unfortunately, their machine can only print one color at a time, so they have to repeat it 4 times. Print, clean, change colors. Soon a single bill is printed. The next step is because of the professional cutting machine. This step is relatively easy. After the cutting is completed, the banknotes have been initially formed. The next most important step is to add the anti-counterfeiting function. Cut the sequins bought from the stalls into thin strips, then manually thread it into the banknote. The security wire of the banknote is thus solved. Finally, the numbers of different sizes are printed on the top left and bottom right corners, and they had a perfect bill. Jack stared at the bill for a long time. He had a feeling that something was wrong. Yes, it was too new and too clean. Throw the bill in the tea. And then he dried it out. Now it looks much better, but they can't say. They need to go out and test it. The two of them went to a busy marketplace. David took a fake bill and squeezed into the crowd and asked for a soda. But unfortunately, the owner took the money and rubbed it, and then pulled a few times. The boss found out on the spot that the money was fake. Luckily, at this time Jack in time to step in. The two men fled in a hurry, run out of several blocks in one breath. Finally, they got rid of the man. Back home, the two men were puzzled. How in the world did the boss find out? Jack did not give up. This day he took 3 bills and asked David to guess which one was fake. David took them one by one. After looking at it, he found the fake bill. Why? Because the paper used was not right. People who have touched real money can tell the difference when they touch it. The next 2 people began to look around for paper close to the banknotes, but they searched the streets and alleys without the right. However, one day, Jack accidentally found, if you put 2 pieces of paper together, the feel was almost the same. He immediately came up with a good idea. First bleach this paper. Then he printed the front and back of the bill on the 2 pieces of paper. Then he punched holes in the front side and threaded security wire. Finally, the 2 pieces of paper were glued together. This way the counterfeit banknotes will solve the problem of hand feel. Then they made a pigment with metallic paint. The problem of discoloration of the banknotes was solved. Finally, the banknotes were soaked in tea and then dried. This time it was absolutely fine. The 2 men went to the market again, the same store. This time Jack went to buy a bottle of soda. After handing over the money, Jack was very nervous, but to his excitement, a few moments later he received the soda. So that means they made it. The 2 of them were so excited that they took a cab. They sang and danced in the car. But before they could be happy for a few days, the 2 brothers were arrested.
ये किसने बनाया?